What's going on, guys? HK Titan here with a brand new video for you guys. But first things first, as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Today's video, we're going to be jumping into something new. We are going to be jumping into another Bloons TD6 tier list. So for this tier list, we will be ranking the heroes from the best heroes all the way down to the worst heroes, in my opinion, of course. That being said, if you guys have any different opinions on where I rank certain towers, please feel free to let me know in the comments below, and we can go ahead and get a little bit of a discussion started. But anyways, guys, the way that I'm going to be rating these heroes is the overall usefulness of the towers, based on how useful they are in easy mode, all the way up to half cash mode and chimps mode as well. That being said, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Alright, so the first hero that we're going to be starting off with is Quincy. Now, I'm sure you guys are more than familiar with Quincy. He's a very cheap hero to use, and as well as that, he is a very good tower to use in a lot of different modes, from half cash mode to chimps modes, to hard modes, to alternate balloons rounds, to pretty much every mode in Bloons TD6. That being said, I think it goes without question that Quincy will definitely belong in the S-Class tier list, simply because he is a good overall hero, because he can be useful all the way from round 1 all the way up to rounds, we'll give him until round 90, because at round 90 I do believe he starts to lose a little bit of his effectiveness. But at the same time, if you buff him, I do believe that Quincy can hold his own on round 90 plus. Alright, guys, the next hero that we're going to look at is we're going to go ahead and look at Oben. Now, you guys, if you guys have watched the channel for a while now, you guys know that I absolutely love to use Oben. The reason why I love to use Oben is because he is such a good tower to use at such a cheap price. He has great abilities that you guys can use, between his brambles to his wall of trees. Of course, his wall of trees can pretty much suck up an entire Moab by itself, and it's just a great ability to have. That being said, Oben also has the passive ability to pop lead balloons. So I think it goes without question that Oben does belong in the S-Class tier list, because not only does he have the passive ability to pop leads, he also has the ability to buff magic towers as well. That being said, I do believe that the magic monkey class is the best class in the game. Of course, the magic class holds the wizard, it holds the super monkey, it holds the ninja, and just overall, I believe that Oben has earned his spot as an S-Class hero. Alright, guys, the next hero that we're going to go ahead and look at is we are going to go ahead and look at GWendolyn. Now, GWendolyn is kind of an underdog here. Now, I do know that GWendolyn does have the passive ability to buff towers around her, and she does have a pretty baller ability, but at the same time, even though she has the passive ability to pop leads, I just don't think in the current 22.0 or the 22.1 update, she just isn't that useful. Because for the amount of money that you spend on GWendolyn, you could buy Oben, you could buy Patfusty, you could buy azzili, and I just feel like GWendolyn's kind of fallen off the power scale. Even though back in the day, GWendolyn was the go-to hero for the round 100 deflation strat. So, if you guys feel like GWendolyn belongs a little bit higher, please feel free to let me know below. But for me, right now, I think GWendolyn is more of a C-Class hero. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and move on to the next hero. We are going to go ahead and move on to Striker Jones. Now, Striker Jones has had a little bit of a come up. He does have a lot of ways to buff other towers, primarily the Mortar Monkey, as well as the bomb shooter. That being said, he is a go-to strat for some chimps maps, but at the same time, he isn't that user friendly, and on top of that, he struggles with popping black balloons until he gets the ability to pop black balloons. So I think Striker Jones, even though he does have he is able to buff other towers, I have a feeling that I'm gonna stick him under a B class hero, because he isn't useful with every single tower type in the game. Whereas with Oben and Quincy, they are both useful with any strategy that you guys can come up with. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on to Benjamin. Benjamin, very good hero. Is he useful in every single game mode? No, he's not. He's not useful in chimps, and he is kind of hard to afford in half cash mode. But that being said, if you're going with Ben in half cash mode, it can definitely work out in your favor. That being said, because Benjamin can make you more money, I do believe that Benjamin will be able to hold a class hero. I will not give him S class for the simple fact that he does not help in chimps mode, and that's pretty much the only reason why I believe that Benjamin is an A class hero. Whereas the S class heroes right here can be useful in every single game mode, from easy mode all the way up to half cash and chimps. Alright guys, now this is probably going to be the most debated tower. I do know there are a lot of 2-tower chimps mode that utilizes Churchill. Churchill can get the passive ability to pop camel balloons. He can pop lead balloons. He can pop black balloons. He can pop Moab balloons. He can pop DDTs. Churchill is a boss. But only thing about Churchill, when it comes to half cash mode, I just don't think that Churchill is very viable. Reason why I don't think that Churchill is viable in half cash mode is that Churchill is a super expensive tower to go for. So you would need to hold off until like round like 20 or 25 just in order to afford Churchill in a half cash mode. Much similar to how I rated Benji. I believe that Churchill is a low S class hero, but definitely a high A class hero as well. Just for the simple fact that you cannot afford Churchill in half cash mode without a little bit of a struggle. Let's move on to Patfusty. Patfusty, he is a go-to hero for hashtag ouch. He has a lot of support passive abilities similar to Oben. Because he can buff towers around him, he can push back Moab balloons, he can push back normal balloons. That being said, with the amount of versatility that Patfusty can give, I am gonna rate him as I think I'm gonna rate him as a class. Now I do know that he is a great tower to use, and he pairs very, very well with multiple towers. Actually, I'm gonna take that back. I will give him S class because I was kind of like up in the air about him, but at the same time, the fact that you can place him in water as well, it just sells it. Because Patfusty, much similar to the other S class heroes, can be used with every single tower in the game. Also, he is viable in every single type of game mode in Bloons TD6. Alright guys, let's move on to Admiral Brickell. I believe that Admiral Brickell is in the same boat as Striker Jones. The reason why I think that Admiral Brickell is in the same category as Striker Jones is because yes, Admiral Brickell can be used with the monkey subs. Of course, the monkey subs is a very, very good tower to use, but at the same time, Admiral Brickell can only be used on water and is only viable with the monkey sub strat. That being said, I think this hero is very, very good, but at the same time, I just don't think she's as good as the other heroes that we have in S class and A class. Alright guys, now we have Adora. There are a lot of people that think Adora is just an absolutely trash hero. That being said, I'm going to fall in the minority of the Bloons TD6 players where I believe that Adora is actually a pretty good hero because she has some amazing abilities that she can use. On top of that, she just got a buff in the recent patch that buffed her blood blood sacrifice to make her a little bit more viable. That being said, I think Adora is an A class. She isn't expensive. She's usable in every single type of game mode, from easy mode to half cash mode to chimps mode as well. I in no way, shape, or form believe that she is an S class hero, but at the same time, I do believe that she belongs under A class. Azzili, guys. This hero isn't used a lot. I'm not sure why. Because azzili is a tower that starts off with camo detection. The only hero that starts off with the ability to see camo balloons. Even Etienne cannot see camo from the start. That being said, she can also pop lead balloons. She is viable up to past round 300 because of her percentage based damage. That being said, I have to stick azzili under S class. Just for the simple fact that she is usable in every single type of game mode, from easy all the way up to half cash and chimps. Even though there isn't a lot of strategies that use her, she is definitely a powerhouse when it comes to Bloons TD6. Last hero, guys, we are going to be talking about Etienne. Now, there are a lot of people that believe Etienne is a trash hero. The reason is from level 1 all the way up until level 10, Etienne's kinda weak. Not a lot of pop ability or anything like that, but he is meant to be a support hero, because at level 6 he does give every single tower on the field the ability to see camo balloons. That being said, on some of the harder maps, I think that this hero can help carry on some of the more difficult maps, especially like bloody puddles, muddy puddles, hashtag ouch. I actually believe that Etienne is going to hold an A class hero. The only reason I'm not giving Etienne an S class is because Etienne does not have a lot of popping power from level 1 all the way up until level 10, even though he does give the ability to see camo balloons to every single tower on the field. Alright guys, but this is my Bloons TD6 hero tier list. I know I know this is probably going to be up for debate on certain positions of certain towers. I'm kind of curious on how people feel about Gwen, because I know she used to be a powerhouse back in the day, but I think Ninja Kiwi may have buffed her or nerfed her just a little bit too much. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think of my tier list, and of course, if you enjoyed, please feel free to drop a like. Also, if you guys haven't already, please feel free to subscribe as well. I do upload quite a bit of Bloons TD6 content. But anyways, guys, you already know what time it is. I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your lives, and I'll see you guys in the next one.